For those of you that were here when this first started, the term Elsagate might ring a bell, but for those of you who don't know, it's basically a general description of any weird YouTube Kids content.
Originally, I thought YouTube Kids went back to normal around like half a year ago, but now I'm realizing I think it's getting worse. Because now that everyone else is focused on other quote-unquote controversies, they're now able to get away with stuff like this.
Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby. Oh my goodness!
What I know about kids content stories is mainly the fact that there's not even any story. There's nothing special about it. You want to watch it for educational purposes. You just watch it because there's fucking 5 main characters moving all around once while there's music blasted. Like if I went into a comedy club and we were doing dark humor, I would just go up there, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Holocaust. Like, there's no joke. All I have is things I could potentially make a joke. And so when I just say that, it's just boring. You're just making fun of a tragedy. But obviously, that's not their objective. Kids are stupid. They can go through mindless entertainment forever and ever. They can laugh at dead memes until the end of time. And so this is what gives YouTube Kids channels the advantage. They don't have to care about what mindless entertainment they do.
They don't care about the story or the quality of the animation. All they care about is that their favorite hero, Skibidi Toilet, is defeating Poppy's Playtime, or whatever you fuckers watch, I don't know.
So, there is an entire company that can easily solve this problem. And they have. Back then, YouTube was accused of having a pedo playground because YouTube Kids was having comments. And obviously, a 6-year-old comment is not nearly as important as a 36-year-old pedo putting in CP. That's another thing, that they were putting a lot of links to CP and they were just exchanging stuff. And so YouTube got rid of that. But that was only because of the news. If the news never showed up, if the news never revealed it, and this weird kids content, YouTube would have done shit. They would have done nothing. Every video is claimed to be approved by a human. So why are these videos that are talking about YouTube Kids content not being acknowledged? Like, hey, you know, that's a good point. I think I should go talk to my boss about that. That's very important. And so the final thing that YouTube can do is try to find these people who are making the constant flowing channels and make sure that they can never make one ever again. One of the YouTube guidelines says that if your channel is ever banned, then you cannot make another account. It's not fucking enforced. Why even bother? Like, I assume that's used for people like EDP or people who've done like really fucked up shit. But these accounts, they're not doing anything deadly enough, and no one really cares enough for YouTube to be accused of approving it, so they don't care. And when YouTube demonetizes them, they could just easily make another channel. So why even bother with this? Why even enforce this law?
Content is hyper-stimulating. It uses the natural curiosity by having these gruesome and hypersexualized topics to get them grouped in. And finally, this is only for profit. I've heard some people say that this was like some idea to add their fetishes to kids and for them to be groomed more easily. I think that's kind of weird unless they're doing like a long-term thing, like they want to make all kids used to this stuff. But like, how would you find that one specific kid? It's kind of like a weird thing. Slimecat is a very small Elsagate YouTube channel, so it's kind of understandable why this went under YouTube's nose. And this is something you definitely want to show to your brothers and your kids, because it's got some wacky classics. Here are some lessons that you can learn by watching him. I know these are mostly kids watching this, mainly because if you go to anyone else's community tab, you'll notice that there are a bunch of comments, a bunch of interactions that kids can't really do as much. Because then when you go to the kids channel, oh, would you look at that? 1, 2, 3, 4 at most, if they even have comments at all.
You're telling me your most popular video has 97 million views, but your comments are only 8K.
But don't worry, it gets even deeper as you go down the shithole. You may be thinking that I'm cherry-picking specific content and that there are majority of channels are completely safe for kids, so I'm going to give myself a challenge. I'm going to go on YouTube Kids and I'm going to speedrun inappropriate content. I will not look up any sexual topics, and I will only look up like stuff like Minecraft, Roblox, that kind of thing. You ready?
tell from the name of this video, this is a collab. So with that being said, my good friend Amekaisthebest will talk about the history of Elsagate.
Hey guys, Amekaisthebest here. Let's talk. Elsagate was a controversial event on YouTube regarding YouTube Kids content occurring around 2016 and 2017. Kids content creators would use popular characters from cartoons and kids movies such as Elsa or Spider-Man. However, these characters would be put into suggestive and inappropriate situations. These videos flooded YouTube Kids, traumatizing young children and bringing hate towards YouTube. The attention given to Elsagate led to YouTube's eventual changing of TOS, banning over 200 channels and thousands of videos. There's a clear reason to why Elsagate grew so big. Due to young children's curiosity towards the unknown, the inappropriate themes like childbirth and strippers, it dragged children in. More people view the ads in the video, which results in more money for the content creators. In the end, it's all about money.
Thank you, Mika. But what can we take from this? YouTube's really not going to do anything unless it gets back on the media again. And kids still need to have good content and not degenerate things like this. And so the only thing I would recommend is just getting them away from YouTube Kids. If they've been watching it for like, I don't know, a couple months, you should probably be better off without it. But if it's been like 2 or 3 years, you're probably better off just sacrificing them for chocolate or something. But damn, these Toblerones are really good. You want to